And welcome to this live stream live from Mexico City, round 2. Guess what I just did? Yes, I did the whole entire live stream and then went to rewatch it and realized that the audio was horrible because it wasn't using my microphone. It was using the integrated laptop mic, and those are horrible. Am I right or am I right? And well, that segues nicely into talking about being a YouTuber and how challenging it can be for those of us real human beings. Yes. Today, I want to talk about a new series here on the channel that I've created, hopefully that you will enjoy. I'm going to turn this music down. A brand new series created for you to get the Spanish practice that you need in a way that is actually helpful, at least hopefully. If you are tuning in live, comment in the chat with any questions you might have for me about Mexico, about Spanish, about your trip to Mexico City, or if you're watching the replay, comment those things down below this video. I would love to help you out. I love answering your questions. I love getting comments, so let me know. All right, if you are new here, welcome, bienvenido. I'm so happy to see you. I am Sarah, known here on YouTube as Señora Sarah. I've been in Mexico for 10 years, and I've been an online language teacher for 10 years. I've spoken Spanish for 20 years. It is not my native tongue, but I learned it, I would say, pretty well, I hope. So if you're wondering how well I can speak Spanish, you can check out this video, which I have linked in the live chat, or if you're watching the replay, live chat replay. This video actually takes you to the video. This is the video I'm talking about today. Talking about the Comprehensible Input series, and you can check out my Spanish over in that video. I do talk slow in this video on purpose, but go ahead and check it out. I'm going to reference it several times today. And there's also something, I'm a teacher, so I got to give you something to help you out more than just a video. I'm giving you the real Spanish cheat sheet. If you just click the link either in the description, in the pinned comment, or in the live chat replay, you can get the real Spanish cheat sheet. That's going to have activities and vocabulary that go along with the first several episodes of this brand new series that's going to help you get really good practice and production with the vocabulary and the language, the target language in this new series. So yes, I'm giving you basically free Spanish classes right here on my channel. I want to help you. I want to help you in a way that will actually be useful for you. You know, when I was learning Spanish way back in the day, I didn't have the opportunity to have something like this. I don't even know if people knew what comprehensible input was. And there's always this paradox for a language learner. I'm going to talk about learning Spanish. Comment in the chat if this is you. You know, you're either stuck between like these robotic classroom exercises and drills that have their place, but they don't necessarily give you real world practice. Or the other extreme is the native speaker that's speaking a million miles an hour, and you just can't quite catch what they're saying, and it can be really, really stressful to try to understand. And it can also be really discouraging, right? If you're learning a language, if you're learning Spanish, and you had Duolingo or whatever you're studying, and then you suddenly jump in to go talk with native speakers, it can be tough because you get your confidence built up if you use an app or you take a class, but they don't actually teach you like real world speech. And you need more practice than what they're giving you. And so then you go to speak with native speakers and you just feel completely lost. Or maybe you watch it, like I'm going to turn on a movie and watch it in Spanish, right? Or I'm going to put on a TV series in Spanish. And then you realize you can't understand anything. It's really frustrating. So that's what this brand new series is designed to help you with. I really want to help you get practice with Spanish in a more natural but slower way. We have a comment. Thank you, Steve. Steve is joining us. Thank you for commenting, Steve. He says, we enjoyed your tour. I enjoyed your tour of Mexico City Airport. We've flown in and out dozens of times. I must say it's not the most modern. No, it's not. Nor comparable to most megacities airports. No, it's not the most modern. I mean, it gets the job done, right? It's not an airstrip in the middle of nowhere, but it's not the most modern, it's not the most organized airport in the world. I totally agree. I like it better than Rome. If you ever been to the airport in Rome, let me know, because I really don't like. I just didn't like the people. I got in a fight with the guy at the airport in Rome. When I say fight, I mean a heated argument. Thank you for sharing, though. Yeah, if you are interested in seeing a tour of Terminal 1 of Mexico City's airport, if you want to see what Steve is talking about, I did a very comprehensive overview of the Terminal 1 of Benito Juarez, Mexico City Airport. That's a specific one. That's the AICM. There's more than one airport in Mexico City. It's the big one in the middle of the city. So yeah, if you want to see a comprehensive tour of that Terminal 1 of that airport, check that out here on the channel. That's one of my most recent videos. Steve, didn't you say you live in... Are you the one that lives in Oaxaca? Someone told me they live in Oaxaca. Maybe that wasn't you, but anyway. Let's hide that. In the airport there, yeah, it's not the most modern. There always seems to be doing construction. They don't seem to be very aware of making things easy. Like, I remember, like, part of the video, if you watch it, you'll see where I start walking through, like, to go to the Courtyard by Marriott, and it's like all the floor tiles are busted up in that section. The Courtyard by Marriott in the Sky Garden area is super pretty, but before you get there, I mean, it looks like you're walking through the hood of the airport. It's really a mess. The bathrooms are kind of a mess. Yeah, I'm with you. It's certainly not the nicest thing. It's not JFK by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely not. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So if you have any further questions, or if anybody else has questions or comments, pop them in the chat. That's what these lives are all about. I'm going to keep on talking. Actually, I'm going to take a quick drink of water and keep on talking. But yeah, if you're watching the replay, remember, you can comment below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions or just hear your comments. By the way, Mexico City Airport has 2 terminals, at least the Benito Juarez Airport does. I will be doing a future video for Terminal 2. I just wasn't able to get to it that day because I got so worn out. I walked around Terminal 1 so much, and I was getting sick. I wasn't quite sick yet, but I was getting sick, and that just wore me out completely. So Terminal 2 is coming. I may go out tomorrow, actually, and film Terminal 2. We'll see, but yeah, it was a long day. I wanted to say something else. I lost my train of thought. There is a train that goes to the airport. Well, I was just talking about the Comprehensible Input series, the new series I'm doing here on the channel. As I mentioned in the previous live stream that I canceled because the audio was terrible. By the way, Steve, if you can hear me well or not, can you please comment in the chat? Because I did this stream like 30 minutes ago, and then I realized the audio was awful, so I just deleted it and started a new one. Anyway, coming back to the paragraph. Comprehensible input. Comprehensible input, for those of you that don't know, is where you are learning a language, and if you're talking to somebody and they're using words that are just a little bit above your level. So you can understand somewhere around 80% of what is being said, and there's a little bit more, so that you have to try to work and figure out what they're saying. I'm doing my very best to provide something like that for you right here on the channel, so that you can start to actually get more closer to a real world practice with Spanish, getting away from like the traditional classroom style, which is how I had to suffer and learn Spanish, and getting more into real world use of the language. So you'll notice if you watch that video, which I keep referencing, it's in the chat right here. I do talk slower than what a native speaker would, and that's on purpose. It's not that I'm not capable of speaking faster in Spanish. It's because I want you to know what I'm saying. I don't want to blah, 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 you know, just race through it. Also, there's different methods that I can use as a language teacher to help you understand what I'm saying without just spitting out the English translation, right? So I can say what I want to say in different ways, use different wording. I can show you pictures. I can kind of mime and gesture and point and show you some type of video clip to try to get the point across. So that's what I do, and that's what I want to keep doing. If you want to see more content where you get to practice Spanish with my content, please let me know. As you probably know, I am a small YouTuber right now as of July 2024, and it's incredibly important for me to know what you want me to produce so that I can give you the videos that you want, right? It's incredibly important as well that I know where to put my time. I'm a very busy Spanish teacher. I have an online shop where I create products for Spanish teachers and sell them. I'm doing this content creator thing now. I have a website. I'm doing a tourism business now here in Mexico City. I have a life. I have a husband. I have 9 dogs. I'm busy. So I don't want to invest my time in creating videos that you're not even interested in seeing. So if you do want to see the Spanish, I got to know. Comment that you're interested in it. Go watch it. Comment on that video if that's something that you're interested in. Thank you for taking the time to listen to that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, also remember, I know I keep saying this, but if you're here live, comment in the chat as Steve did. Let me know if you have any questions about Mexico City Spanish. I'll do my very best to answer those for you. And if you're watching the replay, comment below. Comment below the replay. I'm always happy. I really get excited every time I get a comment. Like, I'm constantly checking, actually, to see if I get comments. That's kind of one of the cool things about being a smaller YouTuber, is that I can connect with each and every one of you, which is pretty cool. So I'm always excited to do that. And if I didn't make it clear, I do appreciate every single one of you. I hope that my content is useful, valuable, helpful, and a good use of your time. And I appreciate every single person that takes time out of their day and their schedule to watch my channel. Thank you so much. And let's just see, I think we're at today 557 subscribers. That has happened in about 6 months. Thank you to every single one of you that have subscribed. If you've not yet, consider doing so. It is free, it's easy, and I promise to continue giving quality content. I'm trying to do one a week. I'm trying to do one video a week. It's not easy. Okay. I also wanted to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to keep my eye open for questions over in the chat, because I think what you want to talk about is more important than what I want to talk about. But while I don't have any suggestions, I'm going to start going off on a couple of talking about behind the scenes stuff here with Señora Sarah, if you are interested in hearing about that. So as you heard me just kind of list off several of the things that I do, I am not just a YouTuber. I am, first and foremost, professionally, I'm a Spanish teacher. I teach over on Outschool. This is for kids. So I'm writing in the, oh, my husband's listening to me. I can hear him. That's kind of funny. Okay, so it's outschool.com/teachers/Señora Sarah if you want to check out Spanish classes for kids or teens. And I have some promotions right now. So that's what I do first and foremost. That's the bulk of my business. I've been teaching Spanish for 3 years. I've been teaching foreign language, including English as a second language, since 2014. So it's been quite a long time. I have a bachelor's degree in language education. I hold a TEFL certificate that's teaching English as a foreign language. I have worked for a gaggle of companies. I know I just said gaggle. Yeah, so I know an awful lot about teaching online. I'm also a TPT seller. TPT means teachers pay teachers. That's where teachers, like me, we create resources and content and things for other teachers. So I make Spanish worksheets and activities and things like that, and I put those up on my TPT shop. If you are interested in anything like that, I do have links to my TPT shop in every single one of my videos. I do understand that that's not probably what most of you come for, but if you want to see it, it's there. Also, we have a budding tourism business here, and I'd like to show you something that I recently created, actually, for the tourism business, but I need to ask for some assistance. Give me a second. Amor, ¿me puedes pasar cajita aquí, porfis? I'm asking for the box to get... I want to show you a brochure I created. I can like hear myself in the video. It's really funny. Gracias. So I made a new brochure for, this is from Canva, not sponsored, for tour guests. We have had a number of tour guests now. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, kind of, sort of. It's not really showing up. I don't want to show you my house. So it's really pretty, actually. In front of my face, this seems to work. So this is a brochure that our tour guests will be getting. Okay, so it's not a fantastic. Oh, that's better. This just gives them a little bit of detail about their trip, about what's going on in Mexico City. So I designed this by myself on Canva. Cost about 50 cents a piece, and they're pretty nice. So I have a picture of that over on my community tab. If you just want to see what that looks like, check out my community tab. Yes, so I talked about being a Spanish teacher. I talked about teachers pay teachers here on YouTube. There is so much that goes into YouTube. I'm going to hit that in a second. And also the tourism business. We do have tours, and I'm trying to do everything with insurance and the right tour guides and just setting up the network to have the quality of the tourism business is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. So there's several of the things. If you're interested in tours of Mexico City, airport transfer, any of that, you can check out my website, SeñoraSarahsClassroom.com. All of this stuff is over there, and I'm writing that right now for you. SeñoraSarahsClassroom.com. Anytime I say Señora and it's part of a website, by the way, it's not actually Señora, it's Sonora. That's because I don't want people struggling to find the little N with the squiggly. So, yeah, it's not actually Señora, it's Sonora. Anyway, let's talk about what it takes to build this YouTube channel. It's a lot. There is so much that goes into building videos and making them interesting, engaging, quality, something that you actually care about watching, all of those things. It is not easy. I did take a course that I wanted to tell you about, not affiliated with me, but it's just genuinely something I took. In case you are interested in building a YouTube channel, it's called the Magnetic Creator Academy by Hey Danny J. And like I said, she's not affiliated with me. She was just my coach. And I took this course. It was about a 5 or 6 month group course to help me learn how to build a profitable YouTube channel. And over the past 6 months or so, we've increased by almost 600 subscribers, which is exciting. As you may or may not know, before a YouTuber makes any sort of money off of their channel, we have to hit a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So if you're interested in helping us hit those, watch my videos. Watch. And subscribe if you are not subscribed, if you find value, if you really want to be here. Don't subscribe just to subscribe. Subscribe because you want to, right? If you're here and you have a question about Mexico City, Spanish, or any of the above, pop it in the live chat. I would rather talk about what you want to talk about. I'm just kind of filling in the space with a little bit of YouTube channel information while we're sitting here. So yeah, back to what it takes to build a profitable YouTube channel. There is thought that goes into absolutely everything when it comes to building this channel. From the words that I actually say in the videos, the hooks, the intros, the thumbnail image, the size of the letters on the thumbnail image, the expressions in the pictures that I do, the words that I actually say in the videos, the topics that I choose, every single word that goes into my title, my description, the length of my introduction, the way that I end a video. There's so much work that goes into trying to make a video that will be interesting, valuable, keep your attention, and also just be picked up by the all-important algorithm. It's not easy, but it is fun. I have to say, it is a lot of fun. I do wish that the videos would pick up and get a little bit more traction, but I also fully understand that that's my responsibility. If I want my videos to get more traction, to get more views, I've got to make them better, right? That's just how it is. So Yeah, so that's a lot of what goes into creating a good YouTube channel that's actually profitable. There's other ways to make money on YouTube. It's not only through ad revenue, which you can't earn until you hit that at least 1,000 subscribers. You can sell your own services, like I'm a Spanish teacher and also a tour guide here in Mexico City. We have had a number of tours now, and I've made some passive income off of them. And that is so exciting. Can I get a yes in the comments or the chat for passive income? Which I know isn't actually passive, it's just front-loaded income, but I still think it's really cool, okay? Whatever you want to call it, it's really cool. I love it. So, anyway, yes. Also, you may have noticed things have been a little bit slow on the YouTube channel over the past couple of months, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about why. If you are a super fan here, you may have noticed that the past couple months, June especially, a little bit of July, I wasn't posting videos as much. I haven't done a live in a month, an entire month. And the reason for that is my dear husband was sick for a while. He got pneumonia and he's all better now, thankfully. Very, very, very happy for that. But that put a lot of strain on just getting things done, just keeping up with my regular classes and my regular business. And so it was really difficult for me to continue to produce content and bring it to the lives and all of that here whenever I had a lot of extra stuff I was taking care of. But he is better now. And I just have to say, I am eternally grateful for the opportunity to work from home. It was amazing. Like, it's amazing all the time, but especially when you're in a circumstance like that, when my husband couldn't work, couldn't get out of bed, and I couldn't go anywhere because I had to be here to take care of him. It is so amazing to be able to work right here, just not go anywhere. It's amazing. As a reminder, if you are tuning in live, I'd love to hear from you in the chat. If you have any questions or anything you want to say, I want to make this about you. That's what the lives are all about, right? I am just getting I don't like sleeves. I know one of these days I'm going to get rid of this virtual background. I'm going to let you actually see what my house looks like, but not today. Not today. If you are here, I just want to say I appreciate you. Whether you are here live or you are simply watching the replay, you are awesome. You are the real MVP. Thank you for being here. Let me know in the comments what I can help you with. If you have a question about Mexico, Spanish, if you have a video that you really want to see, let me know. It is really important for me to produce what you want. I want to connect you with the information you are looking for, not just talk your head off. Well, I'm going to give it a second to see if we get any comments or questions in the chat. I do see we've got a couple people tuning in live. So I'm going to let it marinate, take a drink of water, and see if you have anything you need to say. I'm going to give you the chance now. As a reminder, before I hush for a second, get the real Spanish cheat sheets over here. This is a link it'll be in the description. It'll be in the pinned comment, and it's in the live chat messages and or replay if you are watching the replay. It's a free cheat sheet that goes along with the new Comprehensible Spanish Comprehensible Input series to help you get more practice with the vocab. It's basically free Spanish classes on YouTube. I mean, please. Okay. I'm going to wait and see if I get any comments from you. How are you guys feeling about the music? I have a little bit of background music. I do not ever want my music to be distracting or make it difficult for you to hear me. I feel like it's okay, but you let me know what you think. I'm going to sing it for you. It reminds me of like the old days when I had my Donkey Kong 2 video game. If you know what I'm talking about, comment. Donkey Kong 2 Diddy's Kong Quest. Yes, that is the best video game. I love that game so much. Okay, it looks like, let me just check. All right, it looks like maybe we're not going to get any further comments or questions, and that is A-okay. This was a kind of unplanned unplanned video stream. And so I know I didn't really give you any notice on this. I kind of just got excited about it and decided to do it. So if you have any questions or comments about Mexico City, pop them below. Thank you for joining me today. Check out senorasarasclassroom.com if you need any help with your trip to Mexico City. And I cannot wait to see you again soon. All right. Thank you for joining me. Nos vemos. Hasta luego.